Hi, and good afternoon to you. I want us to take a cursory look into the New Zealand USD. And if we look at what is happening on the daily time frame, it is very obvious that price has taken a bearish momentum drive since the beginning of April, as we can see how we were able to connect the series of lower highs to find a bearish trend line that should be guiding our action going forward. Even though we are on a downtrend, long-term downtrend situation here on the New Zealand USD, we observed that price broke out of that bearish trend line during the upper week. We saw our price broke out of that structure, and since then price has been consolidating within the 0.62 0.63 level and the 0.620 area, giving us a clue that there is an indecision at this point in the market. Despite the fact that we are on a very long-term bearish momentum, I am of the opinion that we might be having a bullish potential during the week, as a breakout of that structure around this area is pronouncing something that is anticipating a bullish potential. If we scale down to a much lower time frame to see what has been happening in the last couple of weeks, one thing very significant is this that I was able to identify is that price action has been respecting a temporary bullish trend line since the beginning of the month, though we had a breakdown of that structure here during the second week of the month, but finally price broke out of that structure to continue to respect that bullish trend line, which was respected into last week trading session. Now, with the scenario we have here, I am thinking of continuing that pattern, as I was able to see a hold on a second, let me show you what I'm trying to talk about here. I was able to see a sharp rejection of that level. We can see price respected this level. We saw price move up from here, and we saw a sharp rejection, giving us something that looks more like a bullish, like a hammer candle, which is more or less a candle depicting that there is a bullish potential at this juncture in the market. So for the new week, I'm looking forward to a possibility that price could continue to the upside from this area. And if that is going to happen, how do we intend taking advantage of that move? Well, the first thing I want to be doing at this point is to identify a key level that will be my yardstick going into the new week. And this key level will be there to guide my action into a possible buy momentum or a selling momentum from that area. Now, if we look left, we can see that we have a structure around here that has been holding price action, as held price supported, as we can see bullish potential from that level. We also have a scenario here where we saw a bullish potential as well. Not until we saw a breakdown of that structure and price came back to that level, and that level served as a supply niche. And that same thing happened here again. It was a supply niche around here and a supply niche back around here. So from the look of things, that level appears to be a very significant level, as it has been a major determinant of price action. As anytime price action comes into that level, we either see a respect or a rejection of that level. So one thing I want to be doing here is to connect that level together. So I'm bringing out my line chart so that I can have a specific point of contact. And what do we have here? We have around the 0.62500 level as a key level that will be serving me during the new week. So allow me to identify this. So we have, and let's label it. We have a key level sitting at 0.62500 area. So I would like to place that at the top and at the middle so that we can see it very clearly. So this is what I'll be looking out for going into the new week. So I'm continue. So there is a possibility that price could do come back to do a retest of that structure before we see that bullish potential to the upside. But one thing for sure is I am of the opinion that I will be buying the New Zealand USD. Now, after considering the bullish potential we have here, it is very pertinent that we also take into consideration the possible bearish momentum that could happen. After considering the long-term bearish momentum we were able to identify on the daily time frame. So what I'm saying in precise terms is that there is a possibility that we could be having a breakdown of that key level, which could also lead into the breakdown of that bullish trend line, where a retest to structure could actually give us a bearish momentum to the downside from there. So let's see what's going to happen during the early hours of the week, where I'm going to be sharing an update in that regard so that we can know where price action will be heading at after we've considered how price action has been playing out during the early hours of the week. If this video has been of help in making your decision, kindly support by clicking the like button. You might also want to follow me on my TradingView platform at Dark Sherry so that you don't miss out any updates I normally give in the comment section of my TradingView platform. Thank you for watching and do have a wonderful day. Bye bye.